Hey guys, welcome to Dylan's Little Hobbies, and I just did my hair. Can you tell? Yes, my hair looks wet. Ignoring that, let's actually get to what this video is going to be. Agents of shiled is back, and I had absolutely no idea. I heard absolutely nothing about Agents of shiled. Period. And then I want to say about 2 weeks ago, because I've been binge watching it for the past 2 weeks. About 2 weeks ago, I decided, you know what? I want to watch one of my old favorite shows. It was late at night, but I wasn't really ready for bed, and every now and again I like to either watch either a really good old movie that I used to like or a really good old show that I used to like. And it just so happens that about Saturday 2 weeks ago, I decided to look for Agents of shiled, my favorite episode from season 4. My favorite episode from season 4, let me tell you, is definitely the one I can't remember the number or the name of the episode, but it's definitely when we first get to see Evil Fitz, you know, and the first time he shoots that one lady, I don't remember her name, and Jim is like, no, you know, she's like, in the real world she's like he would never hurt a fly, and then in this world he's pure evil. I thought that was a really cool storyline, and I wanted to watch the episode, so here I am. And by the way, I don't watch episodes on TV or anything. I watch episodes on the internet, you know? So here I am on my computer, typing in Agents of shiled season 4 episode, and I couldn't remember what episode it was, so I was just looking through the episodes. And then the first thing that comes up is Agents of shiled season 5. And I thought that this was fake. I thought people were just looking up, when is Agents of shiled season 5 coming up? Because you know what? The last thing I ever heard from Agents of shiled was I heard that was canceled. And I never looked for a season 5 at all. And yet here they are, with 20 episodes already of Agents of shiled. Like, what? Season 5 is out? And I remember what happened in season 4, of course. So in season 4, what happened was at the very end of the episode is that they show, well, Coulson wakes up and he opens a window and he's in space, and then he says, time to get to work. That was the end of it, right? There was also one guy captured them and then took them to another monolith, and the monolith got them and took them into the future. It took them into space, is what I knew originally, right? Now I know it actually took them in the future from watching the episode. So I had no idea that Agents of shiled was even out. So today we are going to review the first, 6 or 7 episodes of Agents of shiled. And then next week I will have another video talking about the next 6 episodes. And by the way, I've already watched, at this point, I've already gotten to episode 19. I have not seen episode 20 yet. But there is just so much to talk about in the season that I can't talk about all in one video. So I'm just going to kind of go through what happened and share my opinion on it. I'm not going to go too much in depth, okay? So, what happens in the first episode when we get back into Agents of shiled is apparently Coulson shows up in this weird vacuum space thing in space. He's on shore a ship, and these 2 guys are fighting this weird alien. They defeat the alien, and then Coulson says hi, trying to figure out what the heck happened. And then there's these one of them, I believe, gets eaten by another alien, and then this other kid named Virtual it helps Coulson to get away, and then Max shows up and completely knocks him out. And I thought the line was hilarious when Coulson said, Dane, Mac, how hard did you hit him? And Mac's like, what are you talking about? As hard as I possibly can, or something like that. it was pretty funny. I love Agents of Shield humor. What I really love about it, though, is that when they find out that they're in space, not only space but in the future, everyone's just so cool about it. I mean, it's like even Mac made I don't think it really breaks the fourth wall, but it kind of breaks the fourth wall. He said Ed right. Space and then the future. It's the last thing that we haven't done yet. It was just a fourth wall joke that wasn't supposed to be taken as a fourth wall joke, and I thought it was amusing. I absolutely laughed out loud when I heard that. And then of course we learn about more of this world. We meet this kid named Deke, and we don't know who he really is or anything. We just know that we are basically controlled by aliens. We're slaves to aliens. And Deke, I don't think, at first, I don't think he really believes that what we have around here is space travelers. But eventually they do get him to come along, and Deke does eventually end up helping them out and helping them escape. Now, who are we under control by? We are under control by Callus? I think that's what his name is. Callus is a Kree. A Kree. Oh boy. So, a Kree named Callus, and from what we've got from the first 6 episodes, is he's not a very nice guy at all. So apparently he believes that perfection is the only way to go, and there was this one scene where the team has to split up, and this one guy comes inside and he's wearing robes. Apparently the robes were given by Callus, and Callus decides if you are perfect in his eyes, that he will make you one of his men. And that's what he does to Gemma. So when he does that to Gemma, you know, it's when I first saw that, I thought this was going to go into really creepyville. I'm very happy that it wasn't, but him slowly talking to her all nice and sweet, and realizing that she is perfect and with perfect smooth skin. I thought I just had glimpses of what happened in Attack of the Clones and Star Wars, with, of course, Anakin being creepy with Padme, and that's what I got. I got a real sickening feeling about this guy when I saw that scene. And lo and behold, it's a good reason why, because he gives her some sort of worm that goes into her ear. And when that happens, apparently it makes it so you can only hear your boss. So she can't hear anything or anybody or even her own thoughts unless it comes from Callus directly. And Callus can turn it off and turn it on every now and again, but it's pretty weird from there on out. And there was this one weird letter, I'm getting tongue twisted here, that said something about I'm on it Fitz. So Fitz didn't come with them. Where the heck is Fitz? We simply do not know at this point. And I'm just absolutely just very surprised at how jump-started that I was watching these episodes. Now, apparently there was also this one point where, and I'm talking about this out of order, so I am saying spoilers and stuff like that, but I'm doing it so much out of order that it's not even gonna matter. So feel free to watch the episode after you watch this review, because I am talking about this completely out of order. I don't even know what episode is which. I just got done watching it last week, for crying out loud. But there is this one moment where apparently Deke's father is still alive on Earth, and the Earth is completely blown up, cracked in half, in pieces, not just in half, but in tons and tons of little pieces. And apparently, you know, when I first saw that, I thought Thanos. Thanos has to be involved with it somehow. But apparently it's not Thanos. Apparently it's Quake. Apparently it has something to do with Daisy Johnson, and they called her the Destroyer of Worlds. I have no idea. At this point, again, I've watched the rest of the season. At this point, though, I had no idea what was going on. I was just loving it. And Deke's dad is apparently alive on planet Earth, which means planet Earth is somewhat inhabitable for humans still. Yet there are all those weird monsters down there, and they call them cockroaches. So apparently, in the future, cockroaches have evolved to be these enormous and terrifying, creepy monsters. If that wasn't bad enough, how about this? So, Callus has been collecting Inhumans. Why? We still don't know at this point. Again, I watched the rest of the season, so I know now. But he's been collecting Inhumans, and there was this one really sweet girl that he had Gemma helping with her power. She had a pretty cool power, so she can like control the density of herself, so she could like move her hand in front of her cup and glide along on through it. And if she stopped and materialized, she could break the cup. And she was using glass cups, but I'm pretty sure if she was using plastic cups, it would come with the exact same exploding broken plastic effect that the glass did. But anyway, I thought it was really, really interesting. And then they had her fight. But, like, apparently the only reason why Callus was interested in humans is to basically train them and sell them to overlords, apparently. And he has this one overlord come in, and she has one of her own fires. They fight, and I felt so sorry for this girl against this big, gigantic, mean-looking guy, and God, he's just kicking her butt. And then she sees Gemma, and Gemma says, what Gemma says is, remember the stars. And the reason why is because when they were talking, Gemma said, just remember the space between the stars. Just like you have the space between the particles inside of you. And because of that, she was able to use her powers, and she stuck her hand into the guy, materialized, and just ripped out his heart, or his spleen, or stomach, or something. And it was pretty gory, actually. She won. She won her freedom. Apparently her family is going to get paid, and she just walks off with her new overlord. That is totally messed up, and of course Gemma tries to stop it, but Gemma can't because, well, she has that weird ear problem now thanks to Callus. What is going on? And of course, with Gemma missing from the team, Daisy has to go find them, and Daisy tries to go find them along with Deke, and Deke betrays her. Deke actually sends her and gives her up to Callus, claiming that he's just playing the long game. When I heard that, when I first saw that, I just wanted Deke dead. I wanted her to kill Deke. I really did. I thought Deke was going to end up being the big villain. Not the big villain, but, you know, being the bad guy, the double agent bad guy sort of character in the story, and I thought that they were going to kill him by the end of it. I was very, very surprised that later on, not only do they get Daisy back, oh, and Daisy meets another friend. Apparently, there's this other guy who has this weird ability. He's an Inhuman. He has this weird ability to read the thoughts of people, and he can also give you his thoughts too, and that comes in handy because when you see what happens is Callus finds Daisy, of course, because Deke gives Daisy to him, and then he asks Daisy for the story of their time travel, and then he goes over to Gemma and asks for the same story when Gemma never heard or ever saw Daisy. She never heard or saw Daisy's lips move, so she doesn't know what he's going to say. So then that's when that one guy, I can't remember his name, but again, the one guy that had the powers with the mind, he lets Gemma hear his mind, tells her what she needs to say. That way, Callus only thinks those two are there and no one else. Then May comes around and beats this. Apparently, Callus has his girlfriend, the super. I don't remember her name. It's like Sahara or something. She is a super kick butt, absolutely jerk lady that loves Callus. And May actually ends up with a fight with her and gets captured herself. Now Callus knows that they both lied. And on top of that, here's the big kicker, and this is where I'm going to stop. At the end of the episode, after May is captured, and Callus has both Gemma and Daisy now, we get to see Fitz. He comes out with this like super alien suit or something like that, takes off the helmet, and it's Fitz. And what does he say? He said, "It's the destroyer of worlds. We should let her fight to the death." That's Fitz, man. What is Fitz's plan? That is where I'm going to stop with this video. The first couple of episodes that I saw, I loved. I absolutely loved it. And they had so many twists and turns. And there was so much more that I can talk about. I didn't even really get a chance to talk about Mac and Yo-Yo, or how about Coulson. Coulson's back, and I absolutely just love Coulson. The actor Coulson is brilliant, I'll tell you that. I don't know if any of Coulson's lines, any of his jokes, were made by the script, or if he's doing it off of his head. But Coulson is just hilarious, and he's so much better in this season, as far as I've seen, than any of the other seasons. He's hilarious in this season, and I can't wait to see more. I can't wait to talk about more, but this video is now going a little bit long, so I will leave you with my thoughts on this episode. Well, on these first 5-6 episodes of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's back! It's back! The Earth is destroyed, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. are in the future, we're in space, we got aliens to deal with, it's back, and how on earth are they going to get home? That's it. I'm out. Like, share, subscribe for more, and that's about it for me. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm out. Bye!